Hi, you guys, and you know what time it is? It's time for the HBCU train, and we're rolling right along. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is my second time doing this. The first time, for some reason, my live button didn't hit, so I think something's going on with my touch screen. This Technology is not my friend this morning. I don't know why, but we're going to go on. So we're going to start with our train ride starts today in Nashville, Tennessee with Meharry Medical, and we will end in Sumter, South Carolina with Morehouse College. So let's go ahead and get into it, baby. So today, Meharry Medical College started about, I think it said 11 years after the Civil War. It was founded in 1876 as the Medical Department of Central Tennessee College. It is the first medical school in the South for African Americans and was chartered separately in 1915. It is one of the nation's oldest and largest historically Black academic health science centers dedicated to educating physicians, dentists, researchers, and health policy experts. And so they offer a medical school, dental school, and a graduate school. It is home to the Center for Health Policy at Meharry. They offer a variety of degrees from the Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Dental Surgery, Master of Science in Public Health, Master of Health Sciences, and the Doctor of Philosophy. And so I grew up knowing about Meharry Medical. And for me growing up, if you wanted to be a doctor, a Black doctor, Meharry Medical was where you went. I'm just, that's all I knew. That's what I knew about Meharry. And I don't think that's changed too much, but again, that's what you knew. That I mean, all that's what you knew. So yeah, one of the things you have to understand about Meharry is just like any other HBCU, it has some church roots to it. So their church roots are the United Methodist Church. We've seen AME, we've seen the CME, now we're seeing the United Methodist Church. So they have some foundation there. Health equity has always been a key for them. And so they graduate, again, lots of different medical professions. In their School of Medicine, they admit 115 medical students and some 30 residents every year. They also provide liability coverage for their medical students. And so you just need to me, check them out. They're in Tennessee. They're in Nashville, Tennessee, by the way, to be more specific, because sometimes, we get a little special. So, yeah, check them out. They have one of the things they also offer. They offer a Master of Science in Clinical Investigation. They have a certificate in Health Policy. They have the Masters of Health Sciences. So yeah, check out Meharry Medical in Nashville, Tennessee. You will not be disappointed. Again, if you are looking at becoming a medical doctor, check out, especially an African American. Check out. We need more. African American doctors. The mortality rate among our people when it's come to healthcare, especially Black women, we've seen news reports where they just don't believe Black women, and Black women are dying at excessively high rates because medical professionals just don't believe us when we say that we don't feel good, this is happening or that's happening. We need more Black doctors who will provide care for us. So consider checking out Meharry Medical College. They do not offer any undergraduate degrees. This is a medical college, so everything is at the master degree and higher. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. We're moving on to Morehouse College. It's a real college, y'all. It's not. It's a real college. It's not something that somebody made up. Morehouse College is in Alabama. It's in a suburb of Birmingham, Alabama. It was founded in 1898 as a liberal arts institution. And so you got to understand, again, those roots of just education being so important and training Blacks to be teachers to other Black people. So that's what happened. They are accredited by SACS, as well as it is the only four-year institution in historic Birmingham, Alabama, that's designated as a member of historically Black colleges and universities, HBCU. It is a STEM school, science, technology, engineering, and math. And it is one of only 39 HBCUs to have the designation of a United Negro College Fund institution. And so They have some Christian roots out of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. They decided to implement the civil rights movement. And so the students at Miles College were already engaged in civic protests and boycotts against segregated public facilities. And so it was no surprise to see that the civil rights movement, kicked off in Birmingham. And so just a little something there. Miles College offers baccalaureate programs. Their majors are in accounting, biology, business administration, chemistry, communications, computer and information sciences, history, language, um, arts, criminal justice, early childhood, elementary education, English, mathematics, poli-sci, and social work. In sum, Miles offers 28 bachelor degrees in 6 academic divisions. So check them out, Miles College. They are in the suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama. Our train continues. We're in Mississippi, MISSSIPPI. Mississippi Valley State University. I am not going to butcher this city name because I cannot even pronounce it, but it's on Highway 82 West. It is, of course, in Mississippi. I'm just telling y'all, I'm not going to butcher the name of this city because I don't know. I don't know. But so yeah, let's get into it. It started as Mississippi Vocational College, enacted under the Mississippi legislature in 1946. In 1950, they had their groundbreaking ceremony. The college opened in the summer of 1950 with enrollment of 205 in-service teachers. Between 1950 and 51, they have 14 regular students and 7 faculty members. They offer bachelor degrees in 14 areas and provided extension services. The institution was changed to Mississippi Valley State College in 1964, and then it was authorized to offer liberal arts degrees as well as science and education degrees. Then in 1974, the Valley became Mississippi Valley State University, reflecting the expanded mission and program offerings of the university. And so they began their first master's degrees in 1976. Whoop, whoop. And so let's get into the academics of Mississippi Valley State University. Gotta scroll my screen, you guys. Excuse me. So they have engineering technology, they have criminal justice, distance education, Department of Education, they have a Department of Natural Sciences and Environmental Health, they have an honors program, they have social sciences, social work, teacher education, we're seeing that again, IETP, Institute for Effective Teaching Practices, business administration, criminal justice, English and foreign languages, fine arts, music and design, health, physical education and recreation, mass communication, mathematics, computer and information sciences. Not surprised, remember they're a STEM school, natural sciences, environmental health, and social sciences. I cannot seem to talk today, you guys. So check out Mississippi Valley State University. We move on to the house. Yes, we're talking about Morehouse University. Those Morehouse men. And it is in Atlanta, Georgia. And so you guys and everybody pretty much knows one of the more famous alum of Morehouse is, of course, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And but the house is more than that. So much more. And I'm not minimizing that by any stretch of the imagination. Just wanted you to know Morehouse was founded in 1867 in the basement of what? A church, Springfield Baptist Church in Augusta, Georgia, by the Reverend William Jefferson White with the encouragement of former slave, the Reverend Richard C. Coulter, and the Reverend Edmund Turney of the National Theological Institute. And so Starting as Augusta Institute, the institution was created to educate Black men for careers in ministry and teaching. We see that whole teaching thing come right back around. It's not going anywhere. And so the school moved to Atlanta's Friendship Baptist Church in 1879 and changed its name to Atlanta Baptist Seminary. Now you see the foundation and the roots, and how, you got the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s and those people, very much into civil rights. The seminary moved to downtown Atlanta, and then in 1885 to a former Civil War battleground site in Atlanta's West End. By 1897, the institute had become Atlanta Baptist College. And so you can see how, again, Morehouse, the house is no different than anything else. The name keeps changing, names changing, name change. 1913, Morehouse College got its name in honor of Henry L. Morehouse. He was the corresponding secretary of the National Baptist Home Missionary Society. And so you can continue to see more of the legacy of Morehouse on their website. And so let's get into their areas of study. It runs the gamut. They have their business administration and economics programs. They have in their humanities program, they have African studies, history, English, philosophy, religion, mathematics, and computer science. They have a pre-engineering program. Pre-engineering. They have math, computer science, and physics. They have a creative performing arts program. So they have music, drama, dance, art, and CTEMs, social sciences and cultural studies. That includes urban studies, poli-sci, Spanish, French, sociology, and Chinese studies. We have not seen that anywhere else so up to this point. But Morehouse, the house, has Chinese studies. They also have communication studies. In their life sciences, they have biology, psychology, kinesiology, and chemistry. Experiential learning and interdisciplinary studies. They have software engineering. And so just check them out. They are accredited by SACSOC. And their business program is accredited by AACSB. So they have several other memberships. They have the American Association of Higher Education, American Council of Education, Association of Private Colleges and Universities in Georgia, National Association for Equal Opportunity in Higher Education, and the National Association of Independent Colleges and Universities. We're going to go over to the Morehouse School of Medicine. It's also located in Atlanta, Georgia. It's an extension of Morehouse College. It was founded in 1975 as the medical education program, but then it split off and became its own independent chartered institution in 1981. It is among the nation's leading educators of primary care physicians, and it's leading. It ain't say nothing about Black primary care. It says primary care physicians, and was recently recognized as a top institution among U.S. medical schools for their social mission. Yeah. They are accredited by the Council for Continuing Medical Education, Council for Graduate Medical Education, Council on Education for Public Health, Liaison Committee on Medical Education, and Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, SACS. And so please check them out. We've seen 2 medical schools today, Meharry Medical, and now we're here at Morehouse School of Medicine. Their academic programs run the gamut of the Doctor of Medicine. They have Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Sciences, that's the PhD. They have a Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, the Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Biomedical Technology, and the Master of Science in Neuroscience. We haven't seen that yet. So they have several residency programs. Family medicine started in 1981, preventative medicine 86, internal medicine in 1991, psychiatry in 91, surgery in 93, OBGYN in 97, and pediatrics in 2000. The majority of their patient care and clinical training happens at Grady Memorial Hospital. It is one of the largest public hospitals in the Southeast. It is also in Atlanta, Georgia. And 67% of their graduates and residents actually stay and practice in Georgia. So you want to check them out. Morehouse Medical, check them out. Listen, I want to say this. Don't think because it's Black that it's inferior. We turn out some of the best and brightest in this nation, period, point blank. So Morgan State University is in Baltimore, Maryland. It is in Baltimore, Maryland, and it's cold. And I say that affectionately because I don't do the code. It is what it is, but I don't do the code. But so they began in 1867 as, okay, again, you're seeing this church foundation is happening again. In 1867, the Centenary Biblical Institute by the Baltimore Conference of the Methodist Episcopal Church, another denomination. The institution's original mission was to train young men in ministry. And so then it broadened it to educate men and women as teachers. So we're seeing that foundation of teaching again. The school was renamed Morgan College in 1890 in honor of the Reverend Littleton Morgan. He was the first chairman of the school's board of trustees. He donated land to the college. So Morgan awarded its first baccalaureate degree to George F. McMeechan in 1895. He later obtained a law degree from Yale and eventually returned to Baltimore, where he became a civic leader and one of Morgan's strongest financial supporters. Here's an interesting fact you need to know. First of all, $50,000 was a lot of money in 1900s, but in 1915, Andrew Carnegie gave the school a conditional grant of $50,000 for the central academic building. Here were the terms. The school had to purchase a new site. They had to pay all outstanding obligations and construct a building in his name. And so now the college is at its present location in Northeast Baltimore. The school, the building went up 2 years later in 1970, and it is the oldest original building on their campus to date. It remained a private institution until 1939 when the state of Maryland purchased the school in response to a state study that determined that Maryland needed to provide more opportunities for its Black citizens. So y'all just got to understand there's so much going on. Until the mid-1960s, when the state's teachers colleges began their transition to liberal arts campuses, Morgan and the University of Maryland College Park were the only two public campuses in the state with comprehensive missions. And so again, teaching, that foundation of teaching and education was really important. It's still important, but just something to understand why we do the things that we do. Morgan has the College of Liberal Arts, School of Architecture and Planning, School of Business and Management, School of Community, Health and Policy. They have computer, mathematical, and natural sciences. They have education and urban studies, engineering, global journalism and communication. We've seen journalism, we've seen communication, but we haven't seen it global. That's a good distinction there. They also have graduate studies and social work. So please check out Morgan State University. It's in Baltimore, Maryland. We end our stop today in Sumter, South Carolina with Morehouse College. Morehouse College started in 1906 with, again, some church background. It was granted under authorization by the Baptist Educational and Missionary Convention of South Carolina. It was established in 1908 for the Christian and intellectual training of Negro youth. Okay, and so the majority of the founding fathers were poor and without any formal learning. Okay, so again, it's all about, again, that lack of knowledge, and so they really wanted to learn. They wanted a zeal to pursue that. And so on April 12, 1911, the college received a certificate of incorporation from the state of South Carolina. Initially, it was an elementary, high school, and college school. It included liberal arts and normal education for the certification of teachers and a theological program. In 1915, the Bachelor of Arts degree was conferred on the first two graduates. In 1929, they discontinued their normal program. 1930, they discontinued the elementary school, and 1946, they discontinued the high school. From 1930 to 1932, it only operated as a 2-year junior college, but resumed its full 4-year program in 1933. This is something I really want y'all to hear me, because this next fact is going to bring a lot of stuff home. We've seen some other stuff at HBCUs, but I got to drive it home. The word Negro, okay, was not removed or eliminated from their certificate of incorporation until 1961. August 14, 1961, the state of South Carolina removed the term Negro from the original certificate of incorporation. It's 2020. And people are still saying, oh, you need to let that go. It was so long ago. Was it? Was it really? Just getting rid of the term 1961. We're just getting rid of the term Negro on documents, formal state documents. Morehouse College provides several programs of study. They include biology, secondary education, business administration, Christian education. Haven't seen that before, I don't think. If we have, maybe at one or two schools. Criminal justice, early childhood education, elementary education, English secondary education, health science, history, liberal studies, mass communications, mathematics, secondary education, organizational management, pastoral ministry. Have not seen that yet. Poli-sci, recreation administration, social studies, secondary education, and sociology. And so learn more about Morehouse College. They are accredited by SACS, and they are the 42nd member of the United Negro College Fund, and that happened on January 1st, 1982. So check them out, Morehouse College in Sumter, South Carolina. That ends our HBCU train ride for today. Love you guys, and remember to spread lots of love and light. Bye.